8-minute quarters. Oh, okay. Sim. Dude.
My time, here I go. I ain't never really side. So when they move, making movies, move. And I get a chance to take it by the bill. Give it to me, and I go hard to hard. I am a boss, and I got to beat it. I ain't so busy. I will go past that to the business. I ain't not wasting, I ain't not busy. Everything out there.
Taking my mind too right, my grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, movie. Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jones looking to throw right away. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He can't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How do you get in there and knock another one away? I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jones on 1st and 10. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Saints. Austin Hooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Setting up the screen, Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He finds Corey Davis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Jones on 1st down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Brandon Smith picks it off, and the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Look very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. Running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he finds and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Jones following the fumble recovery. He'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. So that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Up the middle with Eckler. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Touchdown, Carolina. Terry McLaurin, 39 yards. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Lawrence. Man open is Robinson. There he goes right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop in and run into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Jones. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I dare say these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got momentum. And now here's another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion is Austin Hooper. They hand this off to Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked ask for the ball and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Damone Clark brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On the end around, here comes Smith. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jones connects with Peoples-Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got room. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Rosas to add the extra point. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Jones looking around. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back to throw, Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed. Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter. Jones. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. You know, 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you? That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes.